Hello YouTube, Pistol Goats here, and welcome back to my attempt to play every one of the gay decks in Yu-Gi-Oh! We've seen Eldritch, we've seen me play Life Twin, now we're doing Libromancer. Now I wanted to do this because I wanted to get a less competitive deck to have some more fun at locals, and I decided to combine it with Nekroz. So for those who don't know, all Libromancers can be summoned by revealing a ritual, so I played a second ritual engine to pretty much guarantee that. The reason I chose Nekroz was because going first, you've got Yugioh shut down the opponent's extra deck, which pretty much means we can usually play through what they can bring out from the main deck. In addition to this, going second, you've got Trish to help wipe the board, and you've got Brianna to bounce 2 extra cards to the hand, back to the deck, sorry. And this gives you a bit easier access to OTKing with cards like Libromancer, the Fire, whatever his name is, and Doombroker. If I did this again, though, I think I'd probably play this either pure or Dogmatica, because the Nekroz cards, the problem with them is if you draw a hand of just Nekroz stuff, well, let's say that there's reason Nekroz hasn't been meta since Jin got banned. So let's take a look, shall we? For the Libromancers, 3 Geek Boy, 3 Starter, 1 Agent. So with this ratio, I chose to go 3 and 3 with these because in the case you need to grind, you can keep recycling these. This pretty much guarantees every turn you've got something to do, be it go for one of your rituals, or you can get 2 bodies on the board. You can go into Acme Mask Arena for some link plays. Agent is there to recycle the Omnigate Trap. Honestly, I think I like this. I quite like this ratio. Having 3 fires is good in this build because it gives you that level 4 you can ritual Yugioh with. Geek Boy, obviously, you can get him off of Emergency Teleport. For the rituals, 1 Doombroker, 1 Fire Burst. So Doombroker is our go first play. You summon him, he sets a trap from the deck, which means you can set this on the Omnigate Trap. And then Firestarter is how we win going second. I actually managed to OTK with this, because not only does he attack twice on monsters, he does double damage. So we're combined with, where is it here? Origin Story, which I ran a copy of, which gives me an additional 100 points for every star he has. You can it makes it very easy to OTK. So now that I've shown this, I'll get onto it. Origin Story allows us to set any Libromancer spell trap from the deck, which means we can get our field spell, which is much our best starter. It can also, like I said, pump up our rituals by their stars. And when you switch summon a Libromancer, it can pop a back row, making it even easier to OTK. Then we have 3 of the field spell. This is a ritual, and it can search us a Libromancer that we haven't got in the field. So if you play this first, you can search anything you're missing in your hand. And finally, we have 3 teleports because Geek Boy is a psychic, so you know, this card is just insane. I'm shocked to still have 3, to be honest with you. So that was the Libromancer engine. Next, our second ritual engine, like I said, is Nekroz. So we got 3 Yugioh. This is the main reason I chose Nekroz, because when this card's in the field, it's literally a skill drain for the extra deck. Now, obviously, this is a really good flanker to drop going first, but going second, it makes it much easier to break through a board. Because this isn't like activate, you just drop this down and immediately skill drains. So your opponent has to stop the summon of this to prevent you from turning off their entire board. Oh, in addition to this, because this card's level 4 and we are playing the Diviner engine, if you don't need this, like if you're playing like against Full Wanderers or Mekanko, for example, you can just drop the Diviner, dump a Herald, get a Ritual Search, and make Baron de Fleur. Next up, double Brio, double Colossalus. I chose not to max out on these because of space. These cards are how we assemble our Nekroz ritual. This searches a monster, this searches back row. This card's also a floodgate for, so not floodgate, it's actually get extra monsters on the field, because it can quick effect, turn their attack points to 0 and negate their effects. This card is a double compulse for extra monsters, making this a really good go second option for the Nekroz part of the deck. And finally, we have 1 Valk, 1 Trishula. So Valk is a quick play negate attack from the hand by bashing a Nekroz and pitching him. So if you're in that situation, you can just drop this and buy yourself an extra turn. Trishula in hand is protection from targeted removal, and it's also on field Trishula Dragon of the Ice Barrier, but you must have one of each in hand, field, and grave to banish. Also, something I didn't realise that was too late, this thing doesn't target, which means I could have gotten through a mechanical board that I didn't realise I could. Oh well, live and learn. For the rituals, 1 mirror, 1 cycle, and 3 kaleidoscope. So kaleidoscope is the best of these because it can use cards from the extra deck to ritual summon, so you can dump things like, you can dump Herald, you can dump Entess, and it gives you easy access to Trishula and Brionac by playing the originals in the deck. So and the other ones are just regular rituals. What makes them all good though is that if your field is empty, you can banish these in a Nekroz, add another one to hand, so you can always get a kaleidoscope to continue your plays. Next we have the insane Preparation of Rites. This card adds a ritual monster to your hand and a ritual spell from your graveyard, and it's not once per turn somehow. I've got no idea how. So yeah, this card it can symbol both part of your engine. I don't play the Libromancer ritual spell, so you have to have the field spell, but that's not. But with Geek Boy, the ritual and fire, that's not difficult to get. Then we have the Diviner engine, so 3 Diviner and 1 Benten. So Benten, you can use this to make a Brionac, get the Diviner for a normal summon. Diviner can send a fairy from deck to grave and gain its levels. So you send this, get a ritual, and all this on Entess and a pop, and it becomes level 6. This gives you access to Baron de Fleur with fire or rank 6 monsters. Again, thank you to Yugioh for these. And double copies of Dramatic Punishment. Because we raise much of an extra deck, and a lot of cards know what we sent to the graveyard. Also, anything with an attack below 2/8, I can pop with this. Which means that if I go against Volcanic, and their big ones got 3/1 attack, but hey, can't win them all, I suppose. So that was the main deck. Let's go to the extra. Double copies of Herald of the Arclight and 3 Entess. So these cards are sent to the graveyard. This one pops, this one adds ritual. I won't play 2 Herald, mostly for space reasons, but there's a card here I will probably cut for a 3rd Herald. Entess, I play at 3 because it's double pop with punishment and a single pop with a ritual summon. 3 cards sent to the graveyard. Omega. This card can shuffle itself and a card in the grave back into deck. This is really good against the Ishizu Shufflers, because not only is there a tier player in my locals, there's a player who plays both Notoria and Medolce, which both use those cards, so this is good against that. The 2 Ice Dragons, you don't have to make these, you just use these to ritual summon Trish and Brio from the deck. 1 Baron de Fleur for the Diviner, and also 1 Shen Shen for the Diviner, because it's just a big beater that can banish things. For Exceed, 1 Abyss Dweller, again for Tia, and this is the card I think I would cut from this build, Beatrice. She's mostly just here to dump rituals, and that's pretty much it. Honestly, this is a really bad call. I think I'd probably play the 3rd Herald over this. And for the links, Unicorn, IP, access code, standard here. Spin back to deck, quick play, spin back to deck, and potential OTK tool going second. If the fire starter is not enough to get the OTK. Moving on to our side, this one's mostly for my meta. I would actually recommend this in more competitive settings, so let's take a look. Triple Nib, Triple Golem. Again, combo decks designed to come back big time at my locals, so I wanted ways to wipe the field. Plus, if you get fire started out, you can drop one of these on the opponent and make it easy to OTK. Because especially with the Beidou, because you get a big token on your field for extra damage. 1 Called by, 1 Triple Tuck the Talons, because Drone Lockbird absolutely destroys this deck. I think if I had them, I would definitely play Drone Lockbird and Cross-Stick Designator. I also need to get more talents for this deck. 3 Ash, and 3 Fragrance for going first. Ash second goes for first. Anti-spell is there shut down runic decks mostly. But also it's good against a Blackwing player because this means they can't do their Black Whirlwind plays. So yeah, that deck's always giving me trouble, so this is a good counter to that. Ash is just the best hand trap right now, I think. You can also play the Ghost Bell for TNT if you want. Finally, my tech in this deck, 1 Eradication Epidemic Virus. Because you can use Doom Broker to make this. And there's nothing funnier than saying the Labyrinth, "Ha! Now you know how it feels!" Yeah, this card, I never actually drew this card. But I still like it with the Doom Broker. I actually might play more of this in the future. And that was Libromancer. Expect a profile on a Domatica variant in the future because I think that's the way to go with this deck. And expect the next scripted video to come out tomorrow. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you all soon.